High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Welcome to another special presentation of Riverton High School basketball. Today is Flaming Gorge Invitational Day 3. This is game 2 of Day 3 and the last game for any of the Riverton teams in this Flaming Gorge Invitational. It is the varsity boys facing off against Mountain View. I am Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines. I am joined on camera by Connor, and we've got Katie over at the mothership making sure we get through on the radio. You can listen to this game live on 93.9 KTAK or watch it on YO Today's YouTube page. You can get there also through our webpage and also the app. If you haven't downloaded the YO Today app, go to your app store. Doesn't matter if it's Android or Apple, and type in YO Today, WYOTODAY, and download it now. So this is the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We are going to have a 4-2 Riverton coming off, much like in the Strand again, coming off an opening night loss and then coming in and winning the next games. They've won this one 2 max versus 4. So they are coming in at 4-2 overall. They will be facing 1-5 Mountain View, who obviously has struggled at 1-5. But as of late, Jackson Hole having their way with them. We have gotten to see a few teams, Jackson, Star Valley. That'll be interesting as the season goes on for Riverton, especially based on the height differential. Star Valley had 4 players listed at 6'4" or greater that were all in the slam dunk contest last night as part of this invitational. So that bodes some challenges. It's going to be an interesting game of styles. Here today, though, it doesn't look like we're going to have any of those height issues. Mountain View does dress a lot. They dress about 15 total people. They took up all the stat lines in the stat book for me. Riverton would normally dress about 12. Eli Lucas, the tallest player on the team, coming off, valuable contributor off the bench, is still out. He is sick. He did not travel on Thursday, so he's not going to be available. Now, much like Riverton, not a lot of stats as far as reported on Max Preps or anything of that nature. So we don't have a lot of stats for Mountain View coming into this game, except for that they have struggled. We'll look a little bit into that struggle to give you an idea of what the opponent looks like for this afternoon. Tip is scheduled for 2:40. It looks like they're going to start a little bit early. They've got about 8 minutes to go till they tip, and it's only 2:25 now. So I know all of us from Riverton are not opposed to that, with a 2.5-hour trek over South Pass in the dark coming up after this. Everybody kind of ready to get home. Just a reminder, if you're looking for Lander Valley, they are going to tip off here at about 4 o'clock, and they will be on KFCW. That's the last game for Lander Valley Tigers or Lady Tigers in the Douglas Invitational out in Douglas. And Wyoming Indian is going on right now. I think based on what Cody just sent about he was ready to go live to our board operator, that probably means they're running a little bit behind. So the Lady Chiefs are on KWYW 99.1 right now, and it's scheduled for 3:30 for the boys to start on KWYW, but the girls are starting later. It means the boys will be starting later. That tournament, that invitational, has been kind of running behind most of the time. It got about an hour behind last night. So here, however, between the 3 locations we've been at, we're now at Rock Springs High School. We've been for the past 2 days, Friday and today, running a bit ahead. So that's always nice, and we'll be back with a little bit more of the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show right after this.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to KTAK and Riverton Wolverine High School Athletics. You are listening to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. So, what we are looking at as far as Mountain View, the opponent, 1-5 overall in this tournament, or invitational, I should say, has not been kind to them at all. They played yesterday on the 16th. Losing to Jackson Hole 67-32. Previous to that, on the 15th, they faced Cheyenne South, lost 64-46. Then previously, going back a little bit, at a neutral site, they faced Kimmerer, lost 75-70. They also lost in a home invitational game to Cokeville 52-47. And they also lost to Rich 58-52, and their one win comes in the opener of their home invitational, and that was against Big Piney, where they won 61-55. As far as Riverton goes, we kind of know how the season has gone. Of course, losing to Sheridan to open up, and then defeating Pinedale 77-55, defeating Laramie 75-50, defeating Cheyenne South 83-60, falling in the first night of the action here at the Flaming Gorge Invitational. They fell 46-40 to Bear Lake. And then they rebounded yesterday against Grace High School, and a name they know, Draper, of course, having lived in Riverton, moving to Idaho. However, against him, they won 60-41. So not a lot that I know about this Mountain View team, but one thing I do know that is a concern is the efficiency. This is something, and you've heard me talk about it, some of you may think I talk about field goal percentage more than I need to, but for these two Riverton teams, both the girls and the boys, it's extremely important to be efficient, to get good looks at the basket and then to hit those shots, in part because there are going to be many games where it doesn't matter how many you send to how many sheets sends crashing the boards. If all 5 guys crash the boards and all 5 guys box out, there are going to be games where you're going to have 2, 3, and 4 guys that are giving up 3 inches or more potentially. So it doesn't matter how well you box out at that point, especially with them not calling over the back like they used to in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, where it's got to be pretty flagrant. You got to kind of land on a guy for it to be called. You're going to have to be efficiently shooting. Unfortunately, the biggest issue really for this Riverton team has been the lack of efficiency from Parker Pax and Derek DeVries, because everybody kind of feeds off that. DeVries, it really started against Cheyenne South. He had some foul trouble. He didn't get a lot of points, but he was still pretty good from the field. But then coming in against Bear Lake, it just really just bottomed out for Derek as far as shooting goes. He was 1 for 10. Not 1 for 10. He was 1 for 9 in the first half against Bear Lake and went 4 for 15. Still had 9 points. But, again, not a lot of offensive rebounds occurring for this team. Additionally, though, at the same point in time, you had Paxton going 5 for 15. In that game against Bear Lake in the first half, the team went 4 for 25, shooting 16%. Then yesterday, even in a nice victory, shot better, but still not where they probably want to be overall as far as shooting goes. They're going to have to hit their open looks, and as Coach Sheet said in the post game of Bear Lake, he needs other guys to look for their shots. We've heard Derek, we've heard Parker and others, and Cade when they've won Player of the Game so far this year, that it's a team that pretty much that can score from all sorts of positions. Everybody's capable of going out there and giving 10 points. So they're going to have to find some points other places. Now, they have had, for example, Kate Gabrielson give them a night of double figures. They have had, I do believe Vincent had one night of double figures. They've had some things bode well for them at times. They just want to get a little more consistency as far as scoring. They want multiple guys in the scoring column. They want to have nights like what they had against Laramie with 4 guys with 8 or more. That's what they want to see. But it is now time to roll into the Sutherland starting lineup. Thank you, Sutherland's, for sponsoring that. And we'll put the graphic up on the screen here for Sutherland. And your starters, they're not going to announce them here, so we're going to get through them really, really quickly. For Mountain View, it's going to be Matson, Colt Henry, Allred, Branson, and Braden Walker. And for Riverton, of course, in the Sutherland starting lineup, is going to be the same old. What you're used to seeing. It's going to be Derek DeVries, Nathan Hutchison, Parker Paxton, Kate Gabrielson, and Jason Vincent. So they did not do any kind of announcing of them like they did at the middle school. So we are all ready to go here. I'm going to get in position so Connor can grab the camera up here in the crow's nest. Tip is by Derek DeVries, and it's going to go to Paxton. Riverton going right to left on your radio dial. Parker gets it over to DeVries on the left wing. He looks to drive to the middle, picks up his shot, puts it up, no good, and he's going to miss. So not the omen we really want, and the rebound does come away to Mountain View. Mountain View handing off. Matson with it now. They go in. They look to go inside. Vincent was able to tap it away, but it stays with Mountain View. Up top to Branson. Branson over to Allred. Allred cut off by Hutchison. And a steal by Jason Vincent. He's going to be all alone. He has an issue with his dribble, so he gets caught up. Passes it to Hutchison, back to Vincent, and Vincent misses. So not the start you want to see. Vincent, if he had kept complete control of his dribble, would have been all alone, but he did stumble a bit after the steal. Stumbled in open court. So now Mountain View has it, and they're looking to set it up. Branson has it up top. He's going to throw it over to Henry. Henry looking back over to Walker. And it's going to be a three by Matson, and it's going to be a miss as well. So Vincent bringing the ball back after the rebound, gets it over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to drive baseline, spins, tries to throw it out to Vincent, and it's going to be deflected by Branson out of bounds. It will stay with Riverton. Gabrielson will inbound to his left of the basket, underneath the basket. Gets it out to Paxson on the right wing. Paxson going to bring it up top to Hutchison. Hutchison looking to drive down the middle, kicks it out to Paxson for three. No good, in and out. Rebound's going to be by Derek DeVries. DeVries out to Vincent for three. No good. So Vincent and Paxson both missing from long range, and quickly they are 0 for 4. We're going to get a turnover. I'm kind of in between two windows, so you're going to have to bear with me. But that mistake by Mountain View is going to lead to a turnover, or not turnover, but it's going to lead to Riverton ball. Paxson gets it. Gabrielson back up top to Paxson, over to DeVries. DeVries for three, no good. And rebound is going to be tipped back out by Hutchison to DeVries. DeVries gets it back. He looks to drive down the middle, picks up his dribble, goes out to Paxson for three. Bam! Three to nothing in favor of Riverton. And the pressure defense is going to call. No, it rolls out of bounds. No, it doesn't roll out of bounds. Shot by two. That's Colt Henry, and it's going to be rebounded by Branson. But there's going to be a tie-up, and it will go to the possession arrow there. It will stay with Mountain View. The possession arrow, worse than painting a house black with stucco. Going to be inbounded by Madsen. Matson inbounds to Branson. They look inside for Brandon Walker. He has to tip it back out, and they'll start outside again. Ty Sheets let's see here. Sheets and Drevin Monroe have checked in. Going inside for Walker, he is unable to control it as Vincent was challenging the pass there, and it will be a turnover with 5:30 left in the first quarter. It is 3-0 in favor of the Wolverines. Wolverines 1 for 6 on the night. They're going to bring it up into the half court. Vincent has it, gets it to Paxson up top. Paxson looks to drive, kicks out to Vincent. Vincent drives from wing, out to Paxson for three. No good. Rebound by Sheets. Sheets puts it up, no good, but he is fouled and will go to the line. So foul is going to be against number 10. It's going to go against Branson. That's his first, team first. Sheets puts the free throw up, and it is good. Sheets' first points of the night, and it is now 4-0 in favor of Riverton. Sheets with his second one on the way, and it is pure as well. 5-0 in favor of Riverton with 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Matson's going to bring it up. Excuse me, not Matson. That's Henry. They go underneath to Walker. Walker has to kick it out to Matson. Matson drives, kicks it out to Walker on the wing. He'll shoot a three. Badly missed by Walker there. Rebound comes away to DeVries. DeVries gets it to Vincent, who will line up a three from the wing. Good! Vincent with a nice three from the left wing, 8-0. Looking to go inside again. Sheets and Drevin Monroe with the closeout. Kicks it out to Matson for three, no good. Rebound by Colt Henry. Henry has it, gets it Allred, who drives down, tries to kick it out. I think they're going to get a foul on Monroe, I think. Let's see here. That is exactly what they're going to do. Foul is on Monroe. It's his first, the team first. Non-shooting as Allred was looking to kick it out to the left corner baseline. We have Houck coming in, and Kate Gabrielson comes back in. He comes in for Paxton. So we've got Sheets, Monroe, Gabrielson, Houck, and Hutchison. Matson looking to inbound from underneath his own basket. He gets it out to Henry. Henry will shoot a three. No good. And we're going to have a rebound by Branson, and he's going to go to the line. So Colt Henry, no good from three. That foul is going to go against Hunter Houck. That's his first, team second of the half with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Inbound all the way out to Walker at three-point line. They look to go inside to Branson. Branson runs over Monroe. They don't call anything on anybody, and that'll be 2 points for Branson as he lays it up and in. 8-2 in favor of Riverton. Hutchison now with it. He gets it over to Hunter Houck on the left baseline. Back up top to Hutchison on the wing, to Gabrielson all the way over to Sheets. Sheets looks to drive, picks it up, gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison looking to drive, gets it back out to Sheets for three. No good. Rebound by Hutchison, who was looking for Sheets to throw it out. Sheets had gone to crash the boards, and it's going to be the first turnover of the night against Riverton. Nice effort to get the rebound, just didn't lay eyes on where he was going to pass it to. Assumed Sheets would be there, and he was not. Mountain View looking to get into this. They feed the inside. No good by Branson, and Riverton comes away with it. Kate Gabrielson bringing the ball into the front court. Hits Sheets on the left wing for three. No good. Houck goes up, gets it, misses, and it's going to go out of bounds to Riverton. So Hunter Houck with a nice rebound, but unable to finish it off after the miss by Sheets from downtown. Still 8-2 with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Sheets inbounds at Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to come to his left, gets it to Hutchison. Down to Ty Sheets towards the baseline. He drives to the middle, stops from 10. Good. 10-2 in favor of Riverton. Sheets has 4 on the night, leads all scorers. Stolen away. Hunter by himself dishes to Hutchison, and Hutchison's going to get lucky and get a block there. Hunter really shouldn't have passed it. He had a clear lane to the basket there, but I don't know if it's just hesitancy to shoot or not wanting to shoot. Gave it up to Hutchison, allowed the number 3 to get in position, and it was going to be a coin flip as far as did Hutchison get the charge or did Allred get the block. Allred gets the block. Hutchison puts up the first free throw. It is no good. So that is the second team foul against Mountain View. Hutchison will go to the line looking for his first points. He's 0 for 1 from the field, and he missed that first free throw. Looking to get this second one as Paxton checks back in. DeVries is back in. Actually, all the starters are now back in. Second free throw up on the way, and it is good. So 11-2 in favor of Riverton. Mountain View having all sorts of problems. Henry now with it, gets it over to Anderson, who's come in for them. Anderson over to Branson. Branson over to number 4. That's Cash Henry. I don't know what the relation is with Colt. I'm guessing brothers. Colt winds up all the way back over to Colt Henry. They feed the post. Branson has it, kicks it back out to Colt Henry for 3, and he nails it. Now 1 of 3. He's attempted 3 of them. 11-5 in favor of Riverton. Still driving the lane is Derek DeVries quickly, and he's going to draw a foul. He saw an opening, drove the lane, and draws the foul. Foul is going to go against number 14, Anderson. That's his first, team third against Mountain View, and Derek DeVries will go to the line searching for his first points of the night. First shot is up, and it is pure. DeVries trying to find his shooting. It's been elusive for him the past couple nights. He puts the second one up. Nicely done. Free throw is good. And Riverton has already shot 6 free throws, nailed 5 of them. So it is 13-5 in favor of Riverton. Now working on the outside around the three-point line is Mountain View. They get it over to Colt Henry. Henry has it. He's looking for Cash Henry. Cash for 3. Banks it in. Not sure if he called glass or not, but it doesn't matter. Counts nonetheless. and it's 13-9 or 13-8, excuse me. It's still in favor of Riverton. Paxton now has it in the half court, drives, kicks out to Vincent. Vincent goes baseline, picks up his dribble, kicks out to DeVries for three, no good. Paxton goes up, able to tip it, but it does wind up in the hands of Mountain View, looking to cut into the lead even further. Cash Henry has it. They hit a cutting Erickson nicely, and he scores an easy two. Nice backdoor cut reminiscent of Bear Lake on Thursday night. 13-10. Paxton drives in, shoots from 15. Good. Paxton now with 5 on the night. 15-10 in favor of Riverton. Working out of the half court, Cash Henry has it. He's looking outside, gets it to Branson. Branson over to Colt Henry. Henry back to Branson. Branson trying to work his way in the post against Parker. He has to kick it out to Erickson. Erickson drives in, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Vincent. Vincent gets it to DeVries, and now Riverton passing way up to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Paxton. Gabrielson now has it, shooting for three, and he misses completely. Hutchison able to save it, but unfortunately saves it to Mountain View. And it goes the other way by Colt Henry. Colt Henry for two. He's no good. Here comes Riverton again. DeVries with it. Finds Paxton. Paxton thought about three. Gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison on the baseline. Back up to the right wing. Paxton now swinging across court to DeVries, who bring it out to center and start again. Gets it to Paxton for three. No good. Rebound by Mountain View. But Mountain View stepped out of bounds there. And it will be Riverton's ball. 4.5 seconds left in the first quarter. So Riverton in their own half going to be inbounding from their own baseline with a chance to increase this 5-point lead with 4.5 seconds. They inbound it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson, a wide open Paxton for three. No good. He missed it. It was a beautiful set play. They got it into Gabrielson, and he, before he even came down after jumping to receive the pass, threw it to Paxton. Paxton had a wide open look, and he missed. So that ends the first quarter. It is 15-10 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back with more here on KTAK.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine High School basketball. After one quarter of play here at Rock Springs in the Flaming Gorge Invitational, Riverton leads Mountain View 15-10. The shooting still a bit of an issue. Shots still not falling as much as we would probably like. Paxton going to inbound. They get the ball going right to left on your radio dial to start the second. Gabrielson got it from Paxton. Now it's at Hutchison to the baseline at three for DeVries. DeVries going to go cross court to Paxton. Paxton on the right wing. He brings it up top. He's going to go cross court to DeVries. DeVries goes baseline, stops, puts it up. No good. I think he was looking for contact there, and he got no call. Rebound by Mountain View. Henry brings it. That'd be Colt. Gets it to Cash. Cash Henry gets it over to Walker. Walker back to Colt. Back to Eric, over up top to Erickson, almost stolen there. So they'll go inside, wide open. Branson with a miss, and we're going to get a jump ball. That was, that was Walker with the wide open. He was found underneath and maybe found himself too wide open and missed from point blank range. Possession arrow, which is unfair and untimely, and basically if you love it, you love communism. Is going to go to Mountain View, but DeVries taps the inbound pass, taps it to himself, takes it all the way down, and good. Nicely done by DeVries. He was able to get a hand on it, tap it down into the Riverton side of the court, and outrun everybody to it. defender did catch up, gave a little bit of a threat right at the basket, but DeVries was good, and he has 2 points here in the second quarter. It is 17-10. Inside to Walker, back out to Henry. Henry for three. It's going to go up and hit the top of the backboard after bouncing off the rim. So it will be no good, and it will go out of bounds, technically, over to Riverton. Still got the starters in here. 7-point game in favor of Riverton, 17-12 with 6:48 to play in the half. Gabrielson looking to bring the ball into the front court, does so, gets it to Paxson on the left wing. Paxson guarded tightly by Henry. He's going to swing it to DeVries over on the right wing. DeVries looking inside. Nope, Hutchinson was coming out. Got the pass, kind of reached back for it. Hutchinson gets it back up top to DeVries. DeVries to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Hutchinson on the baseline. He pump fakes, but then gets it back out to Gabrielson on the wing. To Vincent. Vincent looking for Hutchinson there, and that's going to be the second turnover of the night against Riverton. He was looking for it. Double teaming is Riverton in the front court, and it's going to be a foul against 0. That would be Jason Vincent. That's his first. Only the team third with 6:15 to go in the half, so it'll be out of bounds for Mountain View. Nobody in any foul trouble. 3 guys with 1 for both teams, actually. So foul's not becoming an issue right now. Henry gets it over. He winds up all the way with Allred. Allred gets up top to Matson. Matson pulls it out, finds Cash Henry, who gets it over to Walker. And we're going to have a steal, a turnover by Mountain View. Nice job by Vincent. Now Paxson has it. Hits Gabrielson on the wing. He decides not to shoot. And a turnover by DeVries. I don't know who he was trying to pass to. The third turnover of the night. They reciprocate. 2 turnovers tonight by Mountain View. Mountain View now with it. Henry up top. Now to Branson. Branson looking inside. And I think they are going to get an offensive foul against Branson. That is his second, team fourth. And if you look at him size-wise and body-wise, he's the one guy that you worry about could cause some problems for Riverton just because of his size. So nice to see him get 2 quick ones, or 2 in the first half. So he'll go and sit. Let's see, we had some substitutions come in. Hauk is in and Sheets is in. Paxson and Vincent coming out. Sheets has it, gets it back up top to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to his left and right, then gets it Hutchinson at the elbow. Hutchinson out to Sheets for 3. No good. Rebound by Gabrielson. They fight for it. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with Riverton. So Sheets got the green light, obviously, because he can shoot. He's 0 for 3 from three-point. He's only 1 for 5 on the night, though, with only 2 points. Just hasn't found the range yet. Gabrielson under the left of the basket on the baseline, inbounds it, gets it out to Sheets on the towards the right wing. Up top to DeVries, to Hauk at the elbow, back to Sheets, back to DeVries. DeVries up top, surveying the situation, gets over to Sheets. Sheets this time looks to drive, has to kind of throw it on the run, gets it to Gabrielson for 3. Good! Cade Gabrielson, his first points of the night, and it is 20-10. Riverton now back up to doubling up the score of Mountain View. Mountain View with it in the half court. Erickson is going to swing it all the way to Matson. Matson gets cut off on the drive, kicks it back up top to Allred. Gets over to Henry for 3. No good. Rebound by Allred. He puts it back up. No good. Rebound by DeVries. That was by Cash Henry, by the way, the 3. DeVries now with it. Gets over to Hutchison for 3. No good. And it's going to go. Nope, it's going to be rebounded by Mountain View. Looked like there might be a little bit of a loose ball situation. Did not materialize. Cash Henry now with it. Swings over to Allred. Allred to Matson. Matson looking to drive. Cut off by Sheets. Gets it back up to Allred. Back over to Henry and back all the way to the baseline to Erickson. Erickson is going to give and go with number 12. Drives in. Puts it up. No good. Gabrielson comes away with the rebound. He is harassed quite a bit there, but is able to get it to DeVries. DeVries over to Sheets. Sheets to Hutchinson. Hutchinson on the baseline comes up, gets it to Gabrielson, who bounces out to DeVries for 3. No good. Rebound comes away to Mountain View. Matson with it now in the front court. Gets it up top to Erickson. Erickson over to Allred on the right. Allred swings over to to Walker. Walker gets it to Matson. Matson going to drive right, throws up a long floater. He really didn't have to do that. He could have driven more in. Sheets got the rebound, gets it to DeVries, now to Gabrielson, all the way in the front court. Up top to DeVries, to Sheets, wide open for three. Good by Ty Sheets. 23-10. Bit of a full court press. Let's see if they transition to the half court. It's broken easily, though, by Cash Henry. Wanted to see if they went kind of rabbitous dogs with the pressure there in the half court. Walker now with it, gets it to Allred. Allred back out to Walker for three. No good. Rebound is going to go to Mountain View, actually, off the Walker three. The miss there. Goes inbound, stolen away nicely. Third turnover of the night, caused by Sheets and Houck. They get to Gabrielson for three. No good. Comes away to Mountain View. Allred now with it in the front court. He's cut off by Gabrielson, and it looks like Mountain View is going to call a timeout. So 2:29 left in the first half. It is 23-10 in favor of the Riverton Wolverines. We've got to pay some bills, so we'll be right back on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. There is 2:29 left in the first half, and it is in favor of Riverton. They lead by 13, 23-10 over Mountain View. Mountain View coming out of the timeout will be inbounding the ball at half court. He almost fell inbounds for a violation, but he does get it into Matson. Matson over to Henry. That'd be Cash Henry. They're just going to swing all the way back over to Matson. Matson picks up his dribble, now looking for someone to pass it to. We've got all sorts of subs in. Drevin Monroe's in. Actually, Houck is in. Sheets, and then Vincent Paxton. Looking inside is Walker. He was looking for Branson, and it's going to be tipped by Riverton, going out of bounds with 2:09 to go in the half. Inbounding will be Cash Henry. Henry gets it into Walker. Walker looking to drive. Cutoff gets it out to Matson up top of the key. Back over to Henry on the right wing. Back up top to Walker. Over to Colt Henry. Henry looking for Matson. Decides he can't get it there. Gets it to Branson. Back over to Cash Henry. Henry to Colt. Well, Cash to Colt. Now Matson with it. He's guarded by Sheets. Nothing able to happen here. Branson, they're not able to get anywhere near the basket. And it looks like Cash is going to try and move on Monroe. He does so, puts it up, and is no good. Rebound will come away to Riverton. Paxton with it to Vincent. Back to Paxton. Open for three. Bam! Goodbye, Parker Paxton. Paxton now with 8. That was his first shot attempt of the second quarter. Colt Henry now has on the right wing. Colt looking to go baseline. He's cut off by Paxton, and Monroe there to help. Swings outside and winds up with Walker for three. No good. And Walker for three, no good, but rebound is going to be by Branson. He goes back up with it, no good. Riverton comes away with it. Vincent with it, looking to drive paint. He does so, puts a wild shot up. Probably should have looked to run a little more offense there, and it comes away to Mountain View. Mountain View going to shoot there. Shot by Matson's no good. And here comes Ty Sheets on the break. Gets it to Paxton. Paxton from NBA range thought about it but didn't shoot it. Gets it to Ty Sheets up top. He drives, kicks out the side for Drevin Monroe for three. No good. Hunter Houck with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled and will go to the line. Hunter Houck misses that but fought hard for it and is going to go to the line. The foul going against Colt Henry. That's his first, only team fifth with 26.8 seconds left. Houck going to the line, looking for his first points of this late afternoon tilt. First one is up and no good. Rattled in and out there. and he will have one more coming. Right now, to reset the lineup for you, it's Paxton, Sheets, Houck, Vincent, and Monroe. Looks like Hutchinson's coming to get Houck, and he does so, but not before Houck drains his second attempt at the free throw for his first point of the night. 26 seconds left, 26-10 in favor of Riverton. Ball's deflected. It looked like Cash was trying to find Colt Henry's, and Paxton knocks it out of bounds with 19.6 seconds left. So Erickson will look to inbound it. They get it into Colt Henry. He gets over to Cash Henry. Cash looks to drive down the middle against Jason Vincent. Good luck there, Cash. Colt, he dishes it back out to Colt with 8 seconds. Out to Matson. I think we're going to get travel. That's exactly what we're going to get. And that'll be the 4th turnover of the night on Mountain View as they trail by 17. Inbound by Sheets with 5 seconds left. Paxton has it. Gets it to Sheets. A long three. Bam! Ty Sheets from downtown as the buzzer sounds. Sheets nicely done there from deep. Makes it 30-10 at the half. Great effort. Great on both sides of the ball for Riverton. We'll be right back with the Central Wyoming College halftime show here in just a few minutes on KTAK.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best. Like you.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And welcome back to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show here on KTAK. At the half, it is 30-10, all in favor of the good guys. In fact, here's an interesting thing. Mountain View did not score in the second quarter. They went 0 for 11 in the second quarter. So not a good job, not a good deal by them whatsoever. So it's been an interesting half nonetheless. They have nobody who has more than 3 points. So we'll just move on over to the Riverton Wolverines, who have 30. Ty Sheets right now leading the way, shooting 3 of 7. 2 threes, a 2, and 2 free throws to have 10 points. Parker Paxson on 3 of 6 shooting has 8. Jason Vincent on 1 of 4 shooting has 3. Derek DeVries on 1 of 6 has 4, 1 field goal and 2 from the free throw line. So he still has not quite figured out his shot fully. Drevin Monroe's 0 for 1 with a 3-point attempt and no points. Kate Gabrielson is 3 on 1 for 4 shooting. And then Hutchinson and Houck both 0 for 2 from the field, but both sinking 1 of 2 from the free throw line. All right, well, that is basically what we have. But if you're looking for a great education and great value, I highly urge you, go to www.cwc, I almost always want to say CDC, cwc.edu. Start the application process. If you're looking, they're accepting for next semester. But you can also take a look and see if they have what fits you as far as what you want to do with your life or what you just want to learn about. That's www.cwc.edu. We're going to take a real quick break here, and we'll be right back on KTAK.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. From the field to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
We do Lander Valley, Riverton, Wyoming Indian, Thermopolis. Oh, I'm back here. Thank you, Connor, for bringing me back at the end of the Central Wyoming halftime show. So, Connor, there you go. Good job. Just the Riverton Wolverines, 9 of 32 on the day so far in the half as they lead 30-10, so can't argue with the results, but only 28% from the free throw line, and that's not going to cut it against some of the teams most likely that they will face. But great defense helps make up for a lot of ills. Mountain View will start the half with the ball. It's going to get stolen right away by DeVries. He's going to take it all the way up and good by Derek. So he's had a couple of those now. Hopefully that will wake him up as far as free throws go. It's been over 8 minutes since Mountain View scored, not scoring at all in the second quarter. They're going to get called for a walk, indeed. So they start off this half with 2 turnovers and now have 6 on the day. So the defense, the half-court defense, especially of Riverton, just causing all sorts of nightmares for Mountain View. Stolen away, Gabrielson has it, not stolen away, was looking to pass it, winds up throwing it out of bounds, and so that will be a turnover against Riverton. Riverton with only 4 on the day, so not anything overly dangerous. We do have a final, by the way, from Wyoming Indian. Bighorn boys beat Wyoming Indians 70-56. Trying for an alley-oop, it looks like a little layup, was Mountain View, but they turn it over. Hutchinson comes down, shoots a 3, misses, and the rebound comes away to Mountain View. Mountain View now has it. Madsen on the right looking inside for Branson. Branson dishes to Walker. He's going to miss, but they're going to go to the line here. The foul is going to go against Jason Vincent. That's his second of the day. The team first of the half. So a chance to break a 8-minute plus scoring drought, and he barely draws iron on the free throw there. So still nothing on the board since the first quarter for Mountain View. Second free throw's on the way. Looks good. It is. And they finally have a point since the first quarter. Gabrielson to Paxton. Paxton looks to drive in the middle, picks up, gets to Hutchinson. Hutchinson does drive the middle and wildly tries to pass it. Paxton able to save it. They kick it to DeVries. DeVries to Gabrielson. Gabrielson for 3. No good. DeVries with the rebound. Dishes to Hutchinson, and it's good. Hutchinson, nice done by DeVries. And on the rebound and the kick out. Mountain View coming down. They get over to Madsen on the baseline. Madsen looking to drive up towards the center. Gets it to Walker. Gets it to Branson. Branson goes up. Looked like he was going to charge him. They don't call anything there. And Allred has it. And he's going to get fouled. Let's see who they're going to call that on. They're going to call that on Hutchison. That's his first. Team second with 6:12 to go in the third. 34 to, I don't know why it's now 34. I simply missed that. I missed the, no, DeVries, I have it down, sorry. Allred now with it, kicks out to Matson. Matson looking to drive down, has to kick it out. Now it winds up over at Allred's again. Allred kicking over to Henry. Henry to Matson over on the right baseline. Back up top to Henry. That being Colt Henry, by the way. To Matson, he tries to feed it in to Branson, and it's going to be tipped and stolen away by DeVries. Hutchison has it. Gets over to Vincent. Vincent for three is good. His second three of the day, and it's 37 to 11. It's 37. It was a three. They'll get it right at some point in time. Missed by Allred there, and rebound goes to Riverton. I'm kind of confused why they still have it set there. Bring it into the front court. It's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Riverton. They've still got it up as 36, so I guess we will keep it there. I saw the referee signal for the three. Now they put it up there. There we go, 37. Nicely done. Jason Vincent now with 6 on the day. Inbounded by Ty Sheets, who's come in. He gets to Paxson. Paxson drives all the way down the lane and is good. Paxson just showing what he can do. He's now got 10 on the day, and it's out to 39 to 11. Mountain View now with it. They're going to lose it on another turnover. They're now falling apart. DeVries has it. He's going to drive down the middle, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Monroe is up and good. 41 to 11, 30-point lead with 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Bringing it up, they get it over to Cash Henry. Cash Henry gets it up top, then it swings over to Colt Henry. Colt Henry looking underneath, kind of brings it up top, uses a screen by Walker, gets it, then gets it over to Cash. Cash looking to drive, runs over Monroe. A block? They called a block. Monroe was sitting there. He could have baked a cake. He stood there so long waiting for the guy. He saw it coming, and they still call a block. Oh, that's interesting to say the least. So the foul will go against Monroe. That's his second, team third. Inbounded by Mountain View. Mountain View looking inside. They get to Walker. Walker tries to give it out to Colt Henry, but bounces it too hard and over his head and out of bounds. And that's now 10 turnovers on Mountain View. They have one more point than they have turnovers today. Riverton's half-court defense especially. Now Brody Doyle in. Hutchison can't get it into him. Finally has to throw for Brennan. Brennan gets shoved out of the way. Drives down, blocked by Monroe. They have to get it out to Colt Henry. Colt Henry over to Cash Henry. Back to Colt Henry on the wing. He shoots a three, and he is good. The first field goal since the first quarter. So it's now 41-14. Hutchison with it up top, gets it over to Sheets. Sheets on the right wing, comes back up top to Hauk. Hauk looking to drive, gets it to Monroe. Monroe at 17 feet, gets it to Hauk. Hauk goes into the middle, tries to get it to Hutchison, no good. It's tipped away, but Sheets comes away with it. Sheets now driving in to Hutchison on the left wing, to Doyle. To Dale, Brody Dale. Monroe drives, puts it up, and he's absolutely hammered, but Walker does the right thing and helps him get up. That's going to be Walker's first foul. That's going to be their first of the half. So send Monroe to the free throw line. He's going to be looking for his third and fourth points potentially of the game. First free throw is up and is too hard off the back iron. No good. Monroe looking to get the ball, gets it, and now will attempt his second free throw after getting fouled by Walker. It's in and out, no good. Rebound comes away to Mountain View. Mountain View looking to move quickly, gets it to Erickson. Erickson puts it up, no good. Rebound by Monroe. Hauk with it now out on the break. Looks to dish it out to Sheets for three. He's open. No good. Rebound by Dale. Dale gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison to Hauk. Hauk thought about three. Back out to Hutchison on the left wing. Hutchison drives to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gets it to Drevin Monroe. Monroe looking to drive. Gets it to Hutchison on the left wing. Hutchison now looking to drive. He's got a lane. He puts it up and good. Nathan Hutchinson with his fifth point of the night, and it's now 43-14 with 2:42 left in the third quarter. Coming down, Colt Henry thought to shoot a three, did not, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor by Mountain View. So we'll take that one with them. With 2:33 left in the third quarter, it is 43-14, all Riverton here on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. The Wolverines are just in a dominating fashion here today, winning by 29 points with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Mountain View trailing 43-14. They swing it over to Colt Henry, who puts it up and good. That's his second three of the half. Third three, he's got 9 overall now, and a quick steal off a turnover by 12, puts it up, misses the first one, but Walker follows it up and gets the second one. So a little mini run for them, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Out of the timeout, welcome back on KTAK. It is 43-19 now in favor of Riverton. Little mini run here by Mountain View. Ty Sheets breaking the little bit of press they have with 1:55 to go in third. Gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison drives, kicks it back out to Houck. Houck to Sheets. Sheets looking to go baseline. Does. Gets out to Dale for 3. No good. Hutchison with a rebound, though, and brings it outside. The reset. Dale to Houck. Back out to Hutchison. Hutchison over to Dale up top. Dale looking to set the offense. Dale gets it to Hutchison. Not a lot of points on the floor right now, so people not necessarily looking for their shots. Really, Ty Sheets is the one guy who's always going to look for it. Hutchison's trapped, has to give it up, try and pass out of it, and he's going to turn it over for the 6th turnover of Riverton today. Here comes Henry leading the drive down, gets it to Cash. They get it out to Branson. Yes, Branson for 3 is no good. Ty Sheets comes away with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled with 1:07 left in the third. That foul is going to go against Colt Henry. That's his second only team second of the half. Again, fouls not really coming into play. So some substitutions have been made as DeVries comes back in, Gabrielson back in, Vincent and Paxton. They'll join Hutchison, so the starters back in for Riverton. Paxton gets it on the inbounds after the foul as we go under a minute to play in the third quarter. Gabrielson has it now on the right wing, up to Vincent up top, over to Paxton on the left wing. Paxton looking to drive, stops from 15, fires good. 45-19, Mountain View now coming into the front court. They have it over to Matson. Matson up top to Walker, over to Cash Henry. I had to look again. Back to Cash Henry. He's going to shoot a three. He's no good. Rebound by Cade Gabrielson. And we're going to get a whistle there and a foul. The foul is going to go against number 1. It looks like Matson. It is against him. That's his first, team third of the half with 28.5 seconds left. Gabrielson inbounds to Paxton. Paxton with it, gets it to DeVries. DeVries brings it up top as we go under 20. Over to Vincent now to Paxton. Paxton looks inside at first, looks to use a screen by Vincent. It's not there, so he pulls all the way back with 12 seconds left. DeVries now with it up around the midcourt with 9 seconds. 8 seconds, DeVries looking to make his move. Hits Gabrielson from 15, and he is good. Mountain View trying to get a long shot off. They're going to airball it by Matson as we will end the third quarter. So after 3, it is 47-19, all in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
All right, welcome back to ATAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. We are at the start of the fourth quarter. Riverton all over, up 47-19, up by 28 right now. Vincent has it in the post. He's going to kick out to Hutchison for 3. No good. DeVries going up for the rebound. It's going to come down to Vincent. Vincent takes it, gets it out to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive, kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent going baseline now, puts it up, and good. Vincent doing well. That is now his 8th point of the day, and it is 49-19. In the half court, we're going to get a kicked ball, and it's going to go out of bounds and remain, or gets kicked out. I thought he signaled kick, but no, they're going to say it was out of bounds, and it will go over to Riverton. So turnover number 11 against Mountain View. Gabrielson gets into Paxton. Paxton goes to his left to Vincent. Vincent on the left wing comes up top to DeVries. DeVries driving down the middle. Stops to Gabrielson. Out to Paxton for 3. No! Hit everything. Rebound is going to go to DeVries, though. DeVries back over to Paxton. Paxton to Gabrielson. Gabrielson, looking for Vincent. Vincent was going to start a cut there and just not on the same page, and it'll be turnover number 7 against Riverton and go over to Mountain View with 7:03 and a 30-point lead. I also noticed, I thought he might be getting in, that Dante Watt is not on the bench there either. So they've played everybody on the bench with the exception of, I think, Nick McIntosh. I expect we'll see him here in a little bit. Swung out to Walker. Walker over to Colt Henry. Colt Henry drives down, and he's got nowhere to go. He has to dish it back out. Winds up with Walker. Walker looks to, they're throwing it around. It's going to go tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Mountain View. Looks like Mountain View trying to work their offense, and just harassment by Jason Vincent and Riverton causes yet another turnover. That's number 12 against Mountain View. Gabrielson now with it. Looks to go down the elbow side of the paint. Has to kick it back out to DeVries. DeVries up, goes to his right to Vincent. Vincent on the right wing. He's going to look to take it all the way in. He's got it. Oh, he's blocked from behind. And did he get in for a jump ball? He did. Good job by Vincent. Unfortunately, it's a possession arrow. Fortunately, it'll stay with Riverton. Vincent was blocked by behind nicely there by Branson. Inbound to Paxson. Paxson looking to go baseline. Comes back out, gets to DeVries on the on the right wing. Going cross court to Vincent on the left wing. Vincent picks it up, gets it to Paxson. Paxson double team, gets it to DeVries. DeVries goes up strong and is good. 51-19, 5:50 to go in the ball game. Looks like we're getting ready to see some substitutions here for Riverton. Walker able to, that's not Walker, actually puts it up for two though. That's Branson, and it is good. First point of the half for him. First points for the forecourt for the team. They get to Vincent for three. He misses, and it looks like Paxson gets a rebound, and we have a foul. We have a foul against number 10. That's going to be Branson. That's his third, team fourth. So Riverton going to make some substitutions. Ty Sheets, Drevin Monroe, and Hunter Houck coming in. DeVries and Paxson will stay in for now as we go under 5.5 and a 30-point lead. DeVries gets it to Paxson. Paxson on the right wing. Hunter Houck on the right wing. Hunter out to Paxson. Paxson now comes to the elbow, then backs out, gets over to DeVries. DeVries gets a screen from Monroe, stops from 14, and is good. 53-21 in favor of Riverton as we go under 5 minutes to play. Bringing in the half court is Colt Henry. Henry gets it over to Matson. Matson gets a screen, brings it over, swings it all the way over to Colt Henry, and it's going to be stolen away. DeVries getting his hands on it, and it goes out to Paxson. Paxson to Sheets now on the left wing to Houck down along the baseline from about 15 feet out. Gets it to DeVries. DeVries steps back from 17. Good! And now he's starting to find his range as he's hit 3 in a row, and maybe that'll be good things for games in the future, as it seems he may have now found his shot. Colt Henry with it. He's working on Paxson. He's able to very luckily get away. Gets it to Matson for 3. He hits from downtown and is good. 55-24 in favor of Riverton. Paxson, as we're about to go under 4 minutes, has it up top. Swings out to DeVries for 3. Nope, he should have stuck with the 2s, I guess. Misses from 3, rebound by Mountain View. Looking to go coast to coast is Matson. Shoots from 8, misses. Rebound goes to number 10. He puts it back up, and it's good. So we're going to have a timeout with 3:46 left in the ball game. 55-26 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. 3:46 to go in the game, the last game for a Riverton team at the Flaming Gorge shootout or invitational or whatever you want to call it. We want to thank all the schools involved, and Riverton now leading 55-26. Well in hand. Sheets gets off the inbound out of the timeout. Sheets is bringing it up, and they've now all got the backups. Nick McIntosh is in along with Houck, Monroe, Sheets, and Dale. Houck has it on the right wing. He looks to go baseline. He does. He dishes out to Dale for three. No good by Dale. Rebound's going to come out to Houck. Gets it back to Dale for three. No good. Rebound by Mountain View. Bring it up court. The three's going to be attempted by 12. That would be Walker. It's missed. Rebound stays with Mountain View. They've got Matson now. Matson drives in, gets it out to Colt Henry. He puts up the three and is good. So Colt Henry, 4 threes on the night. He is 4 of 8 from the field. Dale stripped from behind. Houck goes down for it. They get it to Sheets, who gets it to Monroe, and he's absolutely rejected. Dale gets it, shoots a running 15, misses it. Monroe gets the rebound again, and now it's in Sheets' hands. He'll go baseline, gets it to Nick McIntosh. McIntosh has to fight on the ground for it, and they get it back out to Dale. So resets the offense. Back up top to Sheets now with 2:27 to go in the ball game. Sheets looks to drive, picks up his dribble. He was kind of stuck in no man's land, but he gets bailed out there by Matson on a foul. That's going to be his second, team fifth, and Allred's going to be actually substituted. So now we got both the Henry boys in. They look identical. Dale inbounding, gets it out to Sheets. Sheets now with it. We go under 2:20 to play. Sheets looking to drive, dodges a double team, now gets double teamed, almost gets it stolen, has to fight for it, and we've got all sorts of problems. That should not be a jump ball. A jump ball, the ball has to be still, or both guys have to have 2 hands on it, and nobody from Mountain View ever did. So it's going to go over, and I mean, for the love of Pete, Ty Sheets is bleeding. So tell me, does the ball bleed? No. So what were they grabbing? That they let a lot go there. I understand it's 55-29 late in the ball game, but the possession arrow, worst thing since Colgate brought in frozen foods, will go over to Mountain View. They get it up top to Cash. Cash hits Matson. Matson from 10 is no good. Rebound winds up falling to him. He misses. Number 10 goes up, misses. All sorts of misses. And now we're on the ground here, and now we're going to get all sorts of fun here. So Matson with 2 misses there, and Branson with a miss. Corner 3 going to be attempted by Cash Henry. It's off target. And here comes Riverton with 1.5 minutes to go in the game. DeVries gets it to McIntosh for 3. No good. Houck comes away with the rebound, though. He gets it over to 3. Up and good by McIntosh. McIntosh hits the 3 there to make it 58-29. Driving in for a shot, and it's going to be whistled out of bounds. He was out of control. Was Matson. So it'll go over with 1:08 back to Riverton. DeVries in the game to run the point. DeVries bringing it up. He's looking to go baseline. Gets out to Brody Dale. Dale for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Mountain View as we're now under 1 minute to play. Cash has it. Cash almost loses it. And him and DeVries are going to be tied up, and it's going to go over to Riverton. And DeVries, Connor, I don't know if you saw that or caught that on camera. DeVries was kind. Colt Henry, is not a big guy. And Derek DeVries, starting quarterback for Riverton as well, looked like he could have slung him in, and he kind of smiled as he did have him lightly. And right there, Colt Henry's going to foul Brody Dale, and good job by Cash picking up his brother's mess, so to speak. No ill intent there, but Cash helps Dale up. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Doyle today. Under 45 seconds to go, Dale brings it up the right side, gets it to Monroe on the wing. Nice fake. Monroe just goes baseline and puts it up, and good. That's Monroe's fourth point of the day. On a pass, it's intercepted, turnover, and that's going to be number 15 against them. So Sheets has it, gets up top to Dale with 18 seconds left. Dale looks to go to his left, then comes back right, goes to Houck on the wing as we go under 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Houck has it. He's looking for some help. Gets it to Sheets as we go under 5 seconds. Sheets is just going to pull it out towards half court and let the time expire. So, final score here from Rock Springs and the Flaming Gorge Invitational, 60-29 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. And it is a final here in the last game of the Flaming Gorge Invitational. And our, hold on real quick. And we are back here. We're going to be joined now by our Gatorade player of the game, and that being one and only Ty Sheets, the son of the coach. Sure, that's sometimes got its benefits, sometimes, not so much.
Mostly good though. I love it, so like I can always talk to him after the game, so it's pretty nice.
So you finished with 12 points, career season high, at least at the varsity level for you.
Yeah.
You've been getting better really every single game and contributing more, and was one heck of a second quarter for you and first half, really. And how did you feel coming in? You kind of knew coming in that Mountain View's not a strong team, but you got to put forth a great effort. And you had a lot of people seem to figure out their shooting woes as of late.
Yeah, it's definitely good to hit our stride in shooting and improve every night. But yeah, like it said, it's easy to overlook teams like this, but it was a good thing for us not to and just come out and play.
And once again, we saw maybe a little less, but again, that half-court defense that really caused all sorts of trouble for the Henry boys, Colton, Cash, of which I couldn't tell them apart. But you seem to cause a lot of trouble in the half court, not really going in the full court. When you show full court, it's a little bit of a token pressure, and then the half court, you get after it like rabid dogs. How is that to practice against when you're going against your fellow teammates?
I mean, it's good because it makes us all better. It gets us all a little angry in practice sometimes because we're all competitive, but it's definitely makes us all better ball handlers, and it's just overall good for us to compete with each other.
All right, well, we want to thank Ty Sheets, our Gatorade player of the game, for joining us here, and we'll be right back with more of the Click It or Ticket postgame show back here on KTAK.
When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. We are joined by the Papa Murphy's player of the game. It's been a hot minute since we talked to him, Mr. Derek DeVries. Derek, it seemed like in the second half you finally found your shot again after a couple of games where it's been a little bit of a struggle. How'd that feel to know, okay, I've got it now?
No, yeah, it's coming off of a slump. When you hit your first shot, it's a really good feeling.
Really good. You hit the NBA jam. You hit 3 in a row in the fourth quarter, got on fire there. What was it like coming out here? And I got to ask you about one in particular play, because you got here a late loose ball, late tie-up for a jump ball call, possession arrow call, against one of the Henry boys. And it looked like you took it light on him a little bit, because it looked like you could have slung him to the third row. And you kind of smirked as if you knew you were much stronger than he was.
No, yeah. You got to keep the players safe, but you got to get physical too. So, I tried to restrain myself a little bit.
And what is it, again, like you've come down here and able to get 2 victories after a disappointing performance against Bear Lake. Bear Lake's done that to a lot of teams so far, priding themselves on execution. And what does it show that you want to work for and work towards? Because it's not like you or Drevin or anybody's going to grow up to 6'4" in the next 2-3 weeks.
No, yeah, I think our biggest factor in the Bear Lake game is we came out with no energy. When we're being intense, that's when our offense and defense clicks, and that's when we're at our best.
Okay, well, now you've got what are your plans looking like for Christmas? Tell the people what DeVries does, because you got a little bit of a break until you go to Cheyenne for the Taco John's Invitational.
Well, we're definitely going to eat some good food. Stay in the gym, of course, but just enjoy family.
Well, we want to thank Derek DeVries for joining us. He is our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We'll be right back with the rest of the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after this.
It doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
All right, welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're waiting for Coach Sheets to join us here in just a second. Some stats for the final. Colt Henry led the way for Mountain View with 12, and after that, obviously only scoring 19. It was a precipitous drop. Only scoring 29. It was a precipitous drop very quickly. For Riverton, your scoring stats look as follows. Parker Paxson and Derek DeVries led the way with 12. Ty Sheets with 10. Jason Vincent with 8. Nathan Hutchison and Kate Gabrielson both with 5. 4 points for Drevin Monroe, 3 for Nick McIntosh, and 1 for Hunter Hauk. And now we're being joined by the man of the hour, Coach Sheets. How does it feel? Coach Sheets, welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. How's it feel? Much like the Stranahan, lose on the first night, come back strong the next 2.
You know, I think that's kind of the preferred way to do it. If you're going to lose one, is let's start with the loss, and then let's just kind of work our way back after that. So very pleased with the boys overall this weekend. You know, a couple plays on Thursday, and we're 3-0 on the weekend. So very pleased with our effort. A lot of things to work on still, but, you know, kind of trending in the right direction.
And it looked like Derek, who's been struggling from the field for quite some time, kind of in that second half, you kind of felt it could come over the top and finally get, and then the fourth quarter seemed to, much like Parker at the free throw line, shoulders relaxed a little bit, and then it felt like he was back.
Yeah, he did, and defensively, I think I don't know what he ended up with, but he was probably close to 8 steals in the game, which is, you know, a big number. That's kind of equivalent to scoring about 30 points in a game. So to get that number of steals was really big for us. You know, that's kind of our big challenge to Derek is on the defensive end, because he can be so dynamic on both ends of the court that when we can get him to defensively lock it in and put pressure on teams to get those steals, you know, we're going to be pretty solid.
And you got a great bunch of high-character kids, too, because I was utterly convinced on that last jump ball that Derek, when he's smart, could have thrown Henry into the third row and just took it easy.
Yeah, exactly. No, we do have a bunch of great kids, and you know, it's nice when we go places, we'll get compliments about our kids, and so they're not perfect by any means, but we do have a bunch of great boys.
And finally, you got a little bit of a break now until we go to Cheyenne for the Taco John. So you've got a good long while. What do you do? What's your plan to keep these guys in the shape they are now and carry this momentum with the break?
Sure. Yeah, you know, like for them, it's important to enjoy the Christmas break a little bit with their families, get a week, kind of just relax, because it is a long season. You know, none of the teams are in postseason shape even at this point in the season. So, you know, kind of enjoy that week, come back. We got 2 solid weeks of practice. And then we go down to Cheyenne for a solid tournament against, you know, the number 2 team that week, and then we come back with the number 1 team right after that.
So we'll look forward to being with that. We want to thank Coach Sheets for joining us. And Star Valley's waiting for the setup right behind us. So we're going to go ahead and sign off. And thank everybody for listening. And we'll be back with the Taco John here in January here on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com.